So in this video, I'll be talking about homework number 8, which involves human pyramid. So in this homework, we are supposed to devise a program that will calculate these person's weight based upon the row and the column. So here is the function we have to create. Human pyramid uses a recursive function, which does not uses a for loop. So for example, I would have to input the row and the column of the person. So here's my program already ready. The first prompt will ask the user the row they want to enter. So let's enter 0 and 0 for the person. So that obviously will give you 0 because we haven't selected anyone. So now it's asking me if I want to quit. So I'll enter no. Now let's enter 1 and 1. So as mentioned here, each person weighs about 128. So the first person weighs 128 because no load was added. So let's try it again. Let's say the second person. Let's say the last person. Let's say the fifth row. Please enter a number 5th. Let's say 5th. So 248. That would be him. Let's see, overall, what is the base of the recursive function? The base of the recursive function is calling using a if conditional logic. So if the first item is 0 and 0, it will return 0. But if the first column is 0 and the second column is not 0, it will try to figure out based upon using this function 128 plus the human pyramid is figuring out which row it is, for example, because the second item is the column at 0, obviously, and then if the row is greater than 0, like here, row minus 1, you'll figure out which row it is and which what the column in it is. The function uses this formula right here. 128 plus human pyramid using that function we have here and dividing that by 2. So regardless if we enter 1 and 1 here, this will close out and you will get 128, right? That's why we got 128 as the first person. But if we add some numbers here, for example 2 or greater, because we want something to be here, you'll see that occur right here. So that is the base of the function. Does everyone on the bottom row contain the same weight? In my program, no, because I'm using this function right here. So if the column is 0, the row will get the same. But in this program right here, I don't have any functionality on the column per se, so no, they all basically the same weight based upon this logic. But I do have this logic over here, so that'll come into play. All right, that is my program. Thank you.